It's the first weekend of the new year, and we got a full moon sitting right in the middle of it, and it's going to be big. So stick around. We got the weekend tarot. Let's go. Welcome, everybody, to the Freakin Weekend. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and we are going to talk about the first weekend of 2026. So get cozy, get comfortable, and let's go over the weekend vibe. We're going to talk a lot about the full moon that's conjunct Jupiter for the first weekend of the year. So let's go over to the tarot table, and when you see that bell in the middle of the screen, you know it is time for the Freakin Weekend. That's right. Happy New Year, everybody, and I hope everything is going to be coming true for you in 2026. You know why? Because you fucking deserve it. All right, so let's get to it. You know how we do. We keep it light. We're getting the vibe for the year. For the first weekend of the year. We got this full moon going on, so what I'm going to do is warm the cards up and thank you all for being here. We're going to pick your sign out of the singing bowl here and give you the vibe for January 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of 2026. So, hope everyone is doing some reflecting this weekend, okay? We got that full moon. Could be emotional. It's in Cancer. So, the sign of Cancer is very emotional. So, with that being said, collectively, it could be big. This weekend could just be big. Big with news, big with everything, like we got big weather going on for this weekend, and we got a big cleanup going on, so, and it's a water sign, so of course it was snowing a lot, so we're kind of a little bit buried, but nothing that us Western New Yorkers can't handle, I'll tell you that much. So every time I'm going to pick somebody's sign out of the bowl, I'm also going to be talking about where that full moon is taking place for you, okay? So great reading. Let's get going. Who's going to be first on the Freakin Weekend? Ooh, and it's Aries. All right. Ooh, what's going on here? Aries. Welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Let's do this. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands, and that is what you're waiting for is going to show up. Now, this full moon is happening in your 4th house, Aries. So, with that being said, let's put you on the board. I'm just getting I'm excited. That's what it is. Aries, you're on the board. Let's do this. What's the vibe for this first weekend of the new year for Aries? We got 4th house things going on, so this could be at home. Things going on at home. Oh yeah, look at that. This is a great attitude, Aries. You're ready. You got your spark back. You're ready. You got faith that everything's going to work out. Yeah, and the 9 of Cups is, then it pays off. That's great energy right there. Feeling good. But have faith. Knight of Wands is getting your passion invigorated and ready to roll. You know what I mean? So that's good energy right there, Aries. So embrace that, okay? Let's see. What else do we have? This looks like everything you've been planning looks like it's going to happen this weekend. So plans come through. Oh, but we got to deal with this. So are we sitting in this? Is that what we're doing? We could be sitting in some shitty energy. We might be having faith that we can also let this go. You know what I mean? You are setting yourself free. 3 is growth. So the 3rd, the full moon, is going to be probably when you awaken out of this. If you haven't already started, which is fantastic. All right. So let's look at relationships and love and see what's going on here. So again, what are you inviting in your life? Sadness or isolation or dreams coming true? It all depends on getting that fire started that you have, Aries, and having faith that you can stick it through, because you got problems sticking to get things done. You start something and then you don't finish it. So just be aware. All right, Aries, let's see. What do we got? How are our people around us? Don't turn your back on an opportunity this weekend. to put in the time and effort. Yeah, this is you working on you. This is feeling good. I like that. 9 of Pentacles, another 9. And with the sun, yeah, this is great energy. I think you are releasing the sadness and isolation and ready to come out and do your thing. You know, this is great energy. Just don't turn your back on an opportunity to do that. Okay. All right. Let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets. I like these cards. I really do. So Aries, this is very, very promising. Opening up to prosperity. Again, coming out of this. So we're leaving this behind. Turmoil, well, shocking. Turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Maybe we're embracing that. It looks like it. It's a great weekend energy. It really is. Okay. All right. Let's get what's the vibe. But with the sun and the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and you know everything surrounding this sadness and isolation, I think that maybe expect the unexpected and enjoy it for this weekend. I don't know. I think you would have fun. I really do. So some more messages is cutting ties, freedom, standing up, and awakening. So this is a positive card for cutting ties. You know, you're not cutting ties to the people that you love. You're cutting ties to the people that don't serve you. And yeah, all this turmoil that's been happening could leave you puzzled, conflicted. What does that say? Why do you put a white font on a white font? Who does that? What does that fucking say? Confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Why would you put white on white? Confused, perplexed, conflicted. All right? Let's let go of that. Put in the work to move out of this energy, especially for this new year, you know? Maybe some stuff going on at home, but this is too happy and feeling good and looking forward to things, you know? So let's release this. And that's fine. That's fine. Again, you know, you don't have to do it all in January. You've got January, February, and March. When the season starts in spring, that's when you plant your seeds and your resolutions. That's when you're already starting to work on them, you know? So just remember that. All right, so closing message for you, Aries, for some of you is this. Fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. That might be the puzzled and the conflicted things. Maybe, you know, you got to say, sorry, I got to go. Or maybe just apologize because, you know, you've been a little, okay? So just be aware of that. All right, Aries, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Happy New Year. This looks like a good weekend energy. Just, you know, this is what I'm concerned about. Let go of that. Or maybe you just, no. This is letting go of something. I'm not saying, oh, you're going to isolate yourself. There's an opportunity to isolate yourself. Sure, there's always an opportunity in the quiet to find out and get some revelations on things and work things out. But Aries, you have to let go of the poor me attitude. You know, that's not going to carry well in 2026, let me tell you. All right, let's give these a shuffle. Let's take Aries off the board. Have a great weekend, Aries. Look at, yeah, see, they're all stuck together. Let me just separate these. Okay. All right. We got it. There we go. Okay. Next sign is Libra. You are next on the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Boom. What are we doing? All cardinal signs? All right, we'll take it. Cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So thank you for being here, Libra. Happy New Year. Hope you are doing well. It's a big weekend. This full moon is happening in your 10th house. So put yourself out there. Put your dreams out there. Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck, is getting a new idea. Maybe you're getting some news about something. Or maybe you're putting an idea that you had to make it a reality. Now, all these cards are face down except for the Five of Swords, so don't worry. Especially about something from the past. Yeah, you want balance this weekend. Put your time and energy into things that pay off. Yeah, there it is right there. Excuse me. You may have something to say to somebody about the past here too, because I got really froggy, and I don't smoke anymore. So what the hell's that? And I don't have that god awful flu that's flying around. Thank God. Thank you for my health. But you can say that a lot too. But you got the Justice card here, so pay attention, Libra. So this weekend, let's not worry about the past. Let's put our time and effort into thank you for my balanced life. Thank you for this balanced weekend. And I'm putting my time and effort into things that pay off. I like that because this is a great weekend to do that. And you may be releasing some emotional stuff because the 10th house is opposite the 4th, what that full moon is in. So just be aware of that. Like, you have an opportunity to release something from the past that you've been worrying about. And if you put the time and effort into it this weekend, it'll work out. So fantastic. You know, the vibe is don't worry. Work on things that you can control. Yeah, look at and control came out. Wow. Wow. So listen to the messages that are being said to you, Libra. Open up your heart. Yeah, this may be forgiveness. There may be something going on here that you can say to yourself, you're strong enough to do this. Yeah, I think you're ready to let something go here, Libra. I really do. And it works out. I like it. Very good energy this weekend. Maybe getting some work done, taking care of you, really listening to your body also, and saying, oh yeah, I need to slow down. I don't need to worry about things. Yeah. An end to negative self-talk. Okay. End to negativity in relationships. Choose wisely. This is you, again, putting your time and effort into something you want to do. Another 7. Wow. So right out of the gate for this weekend, we have some angel numbers coming in for you. And that's spiritual lesson, luck, and enlightenment. So good. 7s are great. And the star, some healing. I'm telling you, I think a lot of you Libras are thinking about doing something here, especially when it comes to relationships, healing relationships, opening up to that one relationship, you know, that you need to open up to. And the spiritual lesson is you put in the work and it pays off, you know? Wow, these cards wanted to be all over the place. Let's see. What else do we have? I know that there's... Okay, yeah, so this kind of makes sense. It reiterates it. So broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. That's what you need to work on. That 10 of swords, definitely. Okay. Perspective. Get some perspective on this whole thing. You're better off. This is about your happiness. So clear your headspace of any negativity. Stand your ground. This happened for me for a reason because there's something better. And what happens this weekend is healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Perfect for the full moon. Perfect. The sound bowl is in there too with some crystals, so do some of that technique. Sound bowl techniques, sound bowl healings, all of that. Perfect. Wow, you're doing the work here. All right, very good. Let's get what's the vibe. I think we already got what the vibe is. And this looks like a healing weekend for you. So go for it. Yes, you know why? And this is something else. This kind of goes together. This is what you're releasing also, or I suggest you do, is suffering in silence. Unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. Again, it's not over until it's over. And I got a feeling that more dreams are coming once you get some perspective this weekend, and this is the perfect time to do it, to heal and all of that. Libra, it's fantastic. Okay, let's get a closing message for you. Well, that's a great weekend right there. It seems like a lot of work, but it seems like, wow, you're just not taking any prisoners in 2026. And that's fine, because you're done. You're done doing this. I feel it. I feel your tiredness of it, you know? So heal. Heal. You heal right now. Okay, one message. Thank you. Maybe this is some perspective you need, Libra. Stop obsessing. You are not the center of the universe. Ooh, our first scathing message from the Rebel deck of the year. It's true. Stop obsessing. Okay? Libra, that is your freaking weekend. First of the year. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch your full midweek tarot reading, and we talk more about the energies for this year in that, so check it out. Watch your sun, moon, and rising sign also. It really gives you some insight. Libra, lucky number 7 is on you. Go ahead and play some lotteries. Maybe go to the casino. I don't gamble, but if you do that and you were thinking about it, here's your confirmation. All right, Libra, love you all. Have a great and safe weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And I see it right there, and it's Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to the freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe for you. Put you on the board. Boom. Boom, chicka boom, boom, boom. And let's get the vibe for this first weekend. So this full moon is focusing on your 6th house. So this is all about looking at your routine, you know, maybe getting some stuff done. Maybe you're working on service. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that's you. That is Aquarian energy. This is also speaking your truth, cutting all cords, being very determined for this weekend. So I like that. I like that. Speaking your truth, that's a big one. Okay, anything else for Aquarius? Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Happy New Year to ya. All right, okay. I like this too. All right, it is time for you to take action, to take down your walls. Only allow a certain energy into your life this weekend. We don't need to, you know what I mean? You're going to be getting some messages that maybe you don't want to do, maybe you do. I would say go for the better option. That's what I'm getting, a better option out of this, especially when it comes to what you do during the day. It looks like I don't want you to try to do too much. Make your projects small, manageable, and achievable, okay? But as far as this weekend, let down your walls because there may be an invitation and it might be very well for you also. So maybe there's like a party going on this weekend or, you know, more holiday festivities. So what I would say is take the opportunity. Don't turn your back on it. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'll be surprised if the 4 of Cups comes out. Or I won't be, because that's kind of what it feels like on this side. There seems to be like a message coming in that says, listen, let's go here, or you know, something like that. Like your spouse wants to do something and they never do. You know what I mean? It's like, take the opportunity to do it. Oh yeah, definitely. Healing begins, and especially with that 6, because that full moon is happening this weekend on your 6th house, in your 6th house. Of some healing, and look at that shining. Yeah, this is you being very optimistic for what's coming in here. Again, you're resilient, don't need to put up the walls, okay? Very important here, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and look at relationships. Yeah, because I almost feel like for singles, I think you got an opportunity. You've been keeping yourself very, you know, guarded, and I don't know, the universe wants you to take a chance. Yeah, okay. See, what's happened in the past for some of you Aquarius has got you all fucked up. So this weekend, it would be nice for you to start letting that healing begin, because that's blocking from what you really want and desire. You deserve it. Six of Pentacles energy is reciprocating energy. Another 6. And the Ace of Cups, well, I love that. This is definitely some healing for you guys, especially when it comes to relationships. Wow. Looks like everybody so far is doing the work and really benefiting from it. That's good. All right. But if I was going to gauge this weekend, I would be like, don't sit in your shit. Don't sit in your shit. Release it and go out and have some fun. Do something for you, you know? I know it sounds stupid, but I got like this. I got the ABBA song going in my head. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. That's maybe you guys need to take a chance, okay? All right. One day, this is interesting. Again, they're putting white on white, and I don't really... It says someday, somewhere, another time. Okay. How about focusing on today? All right. And intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. This could definitely be how your weekend is going to be. And it's very beneficial, you know? Maybe you need just one day to give yourself permission to go have fun. I give you permission, Aquarius, okay? Let's go and get some, what's the vibe? Letting go of past shoulda, woulda, couldas. Again, don't turn your back on an opportunity here. I really feel that for you. All right, now this is very specific for some of you. Look at that. Karma and burn bridges. Oh boy, how those two go together. Listen, if you burned a bridge with somebody and you regret it, you're not going to. In hindsight, you're going to find out that that was necessary. This is a very specific message for some of you Aquariuses. And that doesn't mean go out there, you know, like some of you, a small circle of you feel like you're a baby with matches. You know what I mean? Or a baby with a gun. You know, it's not good. So maybe you shouldn't be burning bridges. Maybe you should heal that part of yourself that wants to. You know what I mean? Food for thought, especially for the new year. So, Aquarius, let's get a closing message. And a good message it was. All right, closing message is get the fuck outside, move your ass. Okay, movement. This full moon is happening in your 6th house of daily routine and working out and movement. Your body is pissed at you. So put a fucking focus this weekend on getting some movement, cleaning some shit out. You know, it's very therapeutic to throw things out, especially if you haven't used them in 6 months and you know you never will. Throw them out. What are you keeping all those magazines for? Do you need your TV guides? What, to refer back to when Maude was on? You know what I mean? Like, Aquarius. Listen, have a great weekend. Don't be burning no bridges. I know it's tempting. Focus on this, though. I really feel a lot of this for you this weekend. Okay? Ooh. And if you're not feeling that, well, you've got to work on this weekend. Healing begins. So either way, it's going to be beneficial for you, and I think it's time. So, all right, Aquarius, love you all. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. Go ahead and watch your midweek reset. That is at 10 a.m. Wednesdays. That gives you the vibe for the whole week, Wednesday to Tuesday. And don't forget, personal readings are available with me in person or online. I got great deals going on, so get some New Year advice. Aquarius, I love you all. We're going to take you off the board. Have a great weekend, and let's see who's next. And it's Leo. Welcome, Leo, fellow kings and queens, to the freaking weekend. Let's put our beautiful asses on the board. Boom. Oh, yeah. All right, Leo, Happy New Year. Let's get the vibe for the weekend. We keep it light, you know what I mean? And hope everyone is open and optimistic for a new year in 2026, because 2025 was an absolute proverbial shit show. So let's reprogram. Oh boy, yeah, the cards agreed with that. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands. Beautiful. That is claiming victory. I fucking love that. Put yourself out there, Leo. Victory and success. Victory. All right. Yeah, that wants to come out. And this one fell on the floor, so let's grab that. All right, so. Man, this energy is all over the place. That's okay. Okay, wow. Very good. All right, so Leo, we're going into 2026 releasing our imbalances here. You know what I mean? We're not stuck in anything. It just takes a new idea, new way to skin the cat. We got this. Let's not do this. This is what's going to put you out of balance, okay? Harumphin. We don't do that. And the energy with this full moon, it's happening in our 12th house. So again, we can get inside our heads. And that's what this full moon is trying to show you, is not to do this, because it's conjunct Jupiter. That is a heavy gravitational pull towards feelings with the full moon in Cancer. So let's release that. Don't turn your back on an opportunity to really feel content and good. And you got this. This is celebration, so liberating yourself this weekend, not focusing on this. See, because this person really wants to focus on this shit right here. And what it takes to get out of that is a new way of looking at things this weekend. So get some retrospection. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't go live on Thursday. Well, because, it's New Year's Day, but I didn't really realize it was a holiday. And sure, people are probably home more and all of that. But again, I have to do the work also. And it was important for me to get some retrospective. So I kind of follow how this is going. I'm kind of ahead of the game here. However, this is what we focus on. Stability, celebrating, job well done. Focus on family and friends, and not letting this imbalance affect you any longer. It's time. So I like that. And you could be going out with some friends this weekend, or getting together with some. I like it. It's all in perspective. Yeah, that's what this weekend looks like, perspective. And it looks good. Like I'm booked for the weekend. At least Friday and Saturday. Yeah, see, this is where we don't want to go. We're releasing this. Walking away from what makes us feel, in the lack mentality. This is just a victim mentality. We need to get out of it. We need to walk away from it. And I like that. But again, getting in our heads, releasing those mental patterns, puts you in a fear state or worried, or, you know what I mean? It's just not balanced and good for you. So we're going to release it. That's what that full moon's in our 12th house means, is getting rid of that mind clutter that puts us in this state, which puts us out of balance, and the cycle repeats. We need to nurture that safety of ourselves. We got this. We got this. And you're not alone, I also got to say that too. All right, look at that. Yeah, putting to rest all the burdens we carried in 2025, and you need some time to process that. So give yourself that time. I'm another 4. Empowering yourself, eliminating that. 444 is on the board for this weekend, and it's about protection and stability. That's right. You are protected. You are stable. The Emperor enforces that. And the Knight of Pentacles, an opportunity comes in through this, an offer or something. So again, you may have an offer to do something this weekend. Do it. This looks like you just throwing this out for 2025 and finding the imbalances, walking away from them, and really starting this. And I love that. And if you ask me, it's a good vibe for this weekend because you're releasing this. You're giving yourself the time and grace to do it. I like that. Yeah. Heart fog. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Yeah. And that's the way I can describe 2025. Heart fog. That shit's messed up. You know what I mean? But what are we going to do? Are we going to focus on that shit's messed up, or are we going to focus on this, which matters, is beginnings? Try again, new directions, start over. Beautiful. So listen to that and get yourself ready for this. And I know a lot of you Leos are going into this, full bore, and that's great. That's absolutely great. I think you should. You know, put all that shit to rest. All of it. The burden you've been carrying was just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got more messages. We've got this, cutting ties, freedom, standing up and awakening. Perfect. Again, you're cutting ties from all of that bullshit in 2025. So this is also about daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusions, hopes, and dreams. And this is where we're cutting out the delusions. We're cutting out the heart fog. We're clearing our space. And you've got time to do that. If you want to look at the new year, January 1st, starting something, then it's the start of you releasing the toxicity from 2025 and vacay, get away, relax, have fun. And that's the thing, Leo. That's the thing. Relax. There's protection and stability. And there's so much that says it in here. And nurture that part of yourself. And oh my God, you'll feel so much better. Okay? So, wow, that's incredible. That's a great reading right there, Leo. That's a great reading. You know, like, there's a big thing. There's a big thing about like not focusing on all of the things that happened here in 2025. That is not a good way to do. What we do is we walk away from it and focus on this. The energy shifts big time when we shift our energy. Okay, so closing message, Leo, is this: they broke your heart. They sure did. But guess what? Fuck them. Absolutely. Positively. Let's ring that fucking bell. Okay. Excellent. Happy New Year, Leo. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch the weekly midweek reset tarot reading Wednesdays at 10 a.m. That gives you the vibe for Wednesday and Wednesday to Tuesday. And also book a free personal reading with me. Free. Book a personal reading with me. And yeah. Absolutely. In person or online. Love that. We got options, and I got specials for each. In person, I got specials for that, and online also. And I've got that tarot and astrology combo, which is fantastic. 45 minutes of deep diving into 2026. Love that. Book yours now. They're booking up. Like I said, I'm booked. I'm not booked all day Sunday, but I'm basically booked most of the afternoon on Friday and all day Saturday. So that's fantastic. So Leo, enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Okay. I love you all. Let's go ahead and take you off the board, even though I don't want to. And let's see who's next. And it's Cancer. I saw you staring at me the whole time, Cancer. Cancer. It is time for your freaking weekend. Let's do it. Happy New Year. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well. There's a little resistance there. Oh, what's going on there? What could that be? What could that be? Well, Cancer, let's settle in and get ready for the freaking weekend. What do our guides want to tell us? Bottom of the deck is Nine of Cups. Interesting. Nine of Cups, baby. That's opening up to what you want. This full moon is in your sign and Jupiter is sitting right there with it. And wow, that's maybe some heavy emotional stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. When you release it, look at that. When you release it, everything works out. Look at that. Okay, this looks like a lot of motion. Want you to be careful out there. If any Cancers are watching in my area, Western New York, we just got belted with a lot of snow and we're still continuing to get snow. I don't know if we're still gonna this weekend, but you know, if there's travel going on, there may be some delays with travel, but definitely moving forward. I like your energy here. You're feeling good. Hopefully this full moon is like actually sparking that. Lots of communication coming in. Things are moving fast for you. So allow it to. Okay, Cancer? All right, let's get some oracles for you. So this looks like a good vibe. You know, take it easy though. That Jupiter moon, the next thing you know, you're taking peyote in the desert. You know what I mean? Like, calm it down. You know, being all Jim Morrison. This is the end. Dun, dun, dun. My only friend, the end. All right. Instead, you should probably be working on your chakras. Let's balance those. There's a clear message here. Be patient. Again, you don't want to be impatient, but we're working on our sacral chakra and our solar plexus chakras. They are one right under the other. Solar plexus is right below your breastbone, and this is right under your navel. And this is about joy and excitement, and this is confidence and feeling good. Balance these two. Be joyful now. You see how these two match up? Okay. Spread your wings and take the lead. Yeah, this is great. This is great energy here. Maybe doing some traveling. Be careful though, okay? All right, let's look at relationships. Interesting, Cancer. So, let me know in the comments how you're feeling with this full moon. You could just be releasing stuff, but feeling good about it. And that's all right. But you may be a little busy here to even be thinking about that. So let's look at relationships and see what's going on here. Ooh, okay. We need to cut ourselves from all the drama that's going around. Okay. And if you are causing drama, you need to stop the drama. But this is a big deal here. The Queen, High Priestess, again, focusing on that moon energy, but intuition also. And then we have the Fool and the Lovers. Okay, so you might meet somebody by chance here. That's big. Maybe you getting excited and opening up to a relationship here. I'm putting 2s on the board, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 2s on the board. So what are we focusing on? Balance, harmony. Yeah. Absolutely. We've had that already. That's a focal point here. I'm going to put that there. Okay. But yeah, this is great. All your relationships seem to balance out here. I don't know. Something's up. Something's up. I like that. That's exciting energy. Don't be foolish to rehash any drama. You may be releasing that, Yeah, it's just this one card. Okay, so we've got commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. Okay. Maybe a lot of you are planning an impromptu trip to the Justice of Peace for New Year's or something like that. Interesting. Let's get what's the vibe for you. Let's see. What do we have? Ooh. Yeah. Because this is what we want to do. We want to get out of this energy. Stagnant. Stuck. Dead end. Frozen. Not happening. Nope. Not happening, Cancer. So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you, because this was very straightforward. Again, Cancer, I've been saying it for a while in your readings, is that I don't know. I just feel like there's relationships. If you're single, I think that there's a relationship out there that you can really, really connect to, open up to it. But for this weekend, drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Yeah, so don't be silly. Get rid of the ego. That's what's keeping you in this stagnant energy. That's very, very interesting for this weekend. So that's that, Cancer. Wow. Focus on balance and harmony this weekend. And you do that by dropping the ego and committing yourself to getting out of your stagnant energy. You know what I mean? Because damn, does it open up. I love that. I love that. So with that being said, thank you so much, Cancer. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the midweek reset tarot reading is available for you to you on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And we get the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. We talk extensively about the astrology and all of that for the beginning of the year. So check it out. And don't forget, I am doing in-person and online readings. I got the tarot and astrology combo, 45 minutes. We split it in half and do a little bit of each, and we predict all the way out to the May. So that gives you a good 6-month outlook on what is up. Brothers and sisters, Cancer, have a great weekend. Be careful traveling out there. And let's see who is next. Oh, Capricorn reluctantly wanted to come out. Welcome, Capricorn, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Boom. All right. Let's get the vibe for you. Now, this full moon on Saturday is happening in your 7th house. So this is about relationships with other people. And it's in Cancer. It's emotional. It's conjunct Jupiter. That's big. That's gravity, you know? So do relationships crush under the weight of it, you know, or do they propel them out to the far reaches of the solar system? You know what I mean? Like, what are you releasing with relationships? Are you opening up to relationships? And it also discusses the relationship with yourself. So be aware of that, okay? So let's get the vibe. Thank you so much for being here. And this is the 7 of Wands, standing your ground and protecting your energy. All right, so this weekend, get in your little New Year's bubble. There you go. We love that. But protecting your energy. Absolutely. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Beautiful. And it all comes down to faith. Okay? 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Self-deception. Yeah, look at that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stuck. Again, the full moon is shedding some light on that. You know what I mean? On what's going on in your mental state. You have to have faith that things are going to balance out and open up to a new beginning here. That's fantastic energy. So again, what are you putting your focus on? And it all comes down to faith. I don't care what you focus on. But if you don't believe that you're deserving of a new beginning or anything like that, you're not going to see it. You know what I mean? But there's some mental stuff going on here that we need to release. And it's a perfect time. The full moon is about releasing. So here it is. Capricorn's making it very, very evident of what we need to work on. And that's good. Instead of giving me these kind of breadcrumbs, you know what I mean? But you gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Gotta have faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith. Capricorn. Oh, all right. All right, I really love this. These are all major cards. This is the Empress. Nurture yourself because of this mental blocks you have. Shine as brightly as the sun, and you will because you put your faith into what's transpiring this weekend. And the lovers, okay, this could be a new beginning here with a relationship. Again, full moon, 7th house. Lovers. All right. It can happen. But that, you know, again, things even out when you nurture yourself with positive affirmations and thoughts instead of negative ones. When, you know, I don't know, it seems like there's a struggle there. Oh, look, the Empress is out again in relationships. So nurturing and fostering your relationships is huge. Okay? That's huge. Yep. Empress again. Nurturing yourself, self-care. You're strong enough to choose. Again, we got, you know, a lot of things going on here. What do we want? Well, choose. Choose wisely. Have faith that it will come to you. There's almost like an urgency that doesn't need to be there. But this is about, you know, this weekend energy is just working on this negative shit. I guess that's the only way I can say it. Okay? Yeah, again, I felt like there was a time constraint here, and then we see distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. You can expect those, but It's okay. You know what I mean? That means that it's not aligned yet. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. So, again, have faith that it's still working out. You know, that's, I don't know, there's... Shine. That's all you need to do this weekend is shine. Shine, 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 shine. Shine, shine, shine. Absolutely. All right. Let's get what's the vibe. What's the vibe? Okay, running. Could be doing some traveling, maybe some energy, like having a lot of energy, escape, denial, excuses. All right, so is that what you need to work on? Is that what you need to nurture with the Empress out 2 times to kind of reinforce this mental shit you got going on in your head? Are you running from it? Are you in denial? Are you making excuses? Escaping? I think maybe you're dealing with that. The Libra, the Justice, is saying, well, it all comes down to faith. It really does. It all comes down to faith. So that's the advice. And soulmate. Again, this is 7th house relationship stuff. Twin flame, friendship, romantic partners. Are you running from that? Then again, what's up? Conflicting energy here when it all comes down to faith. All right, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck and see what the message is for the very first freaking weekend. All right, closing message is, don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. Okay, and that's it. From stop running away, from stop sidetracking yourself, that's causing the delays. Yeah. This is where it's at. You need to face your shit. Wow. That's interesting. So do some work. Do some work. And you know why, Capricorn, but it pays off, But, so this is a focus on relationships. So Capricorn, that is going to do it for this weekend. Wow. I mean, I don't know. It's a clear message that we cannot run away from what we need to work on. You know what I mean? Like you can't put lipstick on a pig and it's still a pig. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. You got to work through this. So with that being said, Capricorn, stop running and denying. Have your come to Jesus moment. Maybe that's what you need. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And book your reading now, in person or online. We are booking up fast for this new year. I've got excellent packages, reading packages and healing packages for in person or online. So sign up for them. Link in the description. Capricorn, I'm going to take you off the board and let's see who is next. All right, let's see. And it's Gemini. Gemini, welcome to the first freaking weekend of the year. Let's put you on the board. Welcome, Gemini. Happy New Year. Let's see what the vibe is for this full moon weekend. That's exactly what it is. The first weekend with a full moon in Cancer with Jupiter. Ooh, This is in your 2nd house. So this is about you working on yourself, your value. You could also maybe be starting a new job this weekend or looking for new jobs. Perfect time to do it. So Gemini, it's all about money, maybe knuckling down. Maybe opening yourself up to prosperity. The Hangman on the bottom of the deck shows you being stuck in some kind of situation or mindset. So be aware of that. So let's get the vibe for you. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. Okay. All right, this is good. This is really good. Word. Wow. Don't turn your back on an opportunity this weekend, please, to really nurture yourself, to know that you got this. Yeah, this may be about, again, mindset, money mindset, abundance mindset. Yes, 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 yes. Work on that. You're always focused on I never have enough, and the universe is always providing it to you, but you can get even more if you have a good relationship with money. Money flows to me. The Chariot shows that successful. Single Geminis definitely could be opening up to a relationship, moving to a relationship. This is also you maybe traveling to a relationship this weekend. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. The Four of Cups always says that. Always says that. So let's see what else we have with the oracles. Oracles will tell us plenty. Ooh. Yeah, the Chariot again. And having faith. All right, so having faith about our relationships. What's the universe teaching you here? Don't. The Four of Cups is always like, just, I'm not having it. And you got to get out of that attitude. That's why you're not having it. Really. Okay? So be aware of that. Let's look at relationships. Let's see. What do we have? All right, so I don't know. Maybe some of you are thinking, maybe you got some anxiety about your relationships. What is your relationships teaching you right now? You're feeling very uncertain and you need to be hopeful. This is nurturing yourself and taking your power back. You may be getting some messages too. There's movement here and messages. I want you to be aware of that. That this is great energy. You're moving towards something, and I think you're kind of resisting it. I don't know. I would just say movement's the best thing, Gemini. Empowering yourself. That card wanted to be there. Anything else? Okay. Interesting. Ooh. All right. This is something. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Something's going on here. There's some kind of struggle. And then we get memories. Reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. And I think that's where we're at right now with you, Gemini. So let's process this, okay? Because when we do, don't turn your back on an opportunity to go down the rabbit hole here. You don't want to. What you want to do is this: peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. Again, friendship, relationships are very important for you at this time, Gemini. So bank on those. Those give you value. What gives you value? What doesn't? You know what I mean? So let's get a closing message. But this looks like good energy. Could be traveling. Definitely getting some messages. Maybe you're thinking about somebody and they get a hold of you. It's very kismet, maybe. I think that's what they call it. But I don't know. You're a little frazzled and we need to release that for 2026. So closing message is this, Gemini. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Facts. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. Okay, there you go. I don't know. It almost sounds like, I don't know, Gemini, what you up to? You already up to some chicanery this early in 2026? Let me know in the comments. I want to see how many of you go, yep, I sure am. I hope not. But this looks like maybe a good weekend to get down to the work, to process some information, where you're going, especially when it's about your relationships. There's something moving fast towards a relationship. I mean, I love that Two of Cups. Maybe it's finally getting together with the one you love, Maybe you've been working this whole time. But then again, there's a money aspect to it too, so maybe you're working. But I understand, Gemini. So happy New Year. I hope that message resonates for you. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, your midweek reset is posted on Wednesdays. That gives you the vibe from Wednesday to Tuesday. So watch these two together. Damn, and book your in-person or online reading with me, because they are booking up, and I've got specials. I've got a tarot and astrology 45-minute combo that gives you incredible insight into 2026. Everybody loves them. Sign up for it now. Link in the description. Listen, Gemini, I'm taking you off the board because I love you, and have a great new year. Let's see who's next. No, and it's Virgo. Virgo, welcome and happy new year. Let's put you on the board. Happy New Year. Do we even have a Happy New Year song? It's Old Lang Syne. I think we need a new song. Like Happy New Year to ya. Something like that. Stack, 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 stack. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups, celebrating. Okay. All right. Focus on friends and family. Virgo, let's get the vibe. What do I keep? No. What else? Oh, that one wanted to come out. Wow, this shuffle is weird. Oh my God. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. All right, yes. Virgo, see, this is kind of similar to Gemini's message, but not. Weird. You need to not turn your back on an opportunity. You are not having fun right now. And the universe is saying, come along with me. It's a surprise. The star is saying, trust the universe going into 2026. Don't turn your back on an opportunity to get that spark back. You got 2 pages here, so messages are going to be coming in too, Virgo. An opportunity to, feel more stable, so open up to that, and of course, it's going to be successful. But you have to focus on that. You have to know that the universe has got your back. So for this weekend, and the full moon is happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. And when the star is in the middle of that reading, it's telling me, tell the universe what you want, So you have to be confident, work on your solar plexus. I deserve this. You find balance when you do that. And dreams coming true. Again, this is clarification. Whatever's going on here is already telling you right out of the gate that whatever you're planning on is going to come true, and it's going to be beautiful. Of course, in a positive way. All right. So I love that, Virgo. I love that. So let's go ahead and get some relationship and love for this new year weekend. That it? Yeah, another page. Swords, yeah. Put to rest some of the, you need some rest, number one, so don't turn your back on an opportunity for that. But there's also this weekend a chance to really get some communication coming in here that balances everything out, that allows you to lighten up a little bit more. So, especially when it comes to relationships. So, and putting to rest this, I don't know, doubtful, closed off energy, okay? Only you would know that. So, some messages are a cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Yeah, and this is a great time to put those to rest, put those judgments to rest this weekend, and you'll be balanced because of it. That's a double message right there. That's fantastic. Damn. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Just another layer to our messages here. Oh, wow, yeah. Family. 3 of Cups energy that was at the bottom of the deck also. Blood ties, inner circle. I love that. I love that. Focus on family. Dreams coming true, especially. Maybe some of you are planning on having a family this year, and it looks like it's going to be successful. So open up to that. Again, put out your illusions that it will never happen. Again, you're taking things way too serious. It's a very specific message for some of you Virgos, especially starting out the year, because this looks great. I mean, you just got to believe in yourself, Okay, let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. What do they have? What do they have? They're making me shuffle for that card. There it is. And it's stop obsessing. Yeah, somebody got this earlier. You are not the center of the universe. That's right. You're not the center of the universe. That may be what's got you a little distorted, is that you also have your family. You've got the support. You know, again, there's this kind of like weird thing going on with you, Virgo. I want you to be aware of that, okay? But again, this is a very positive reading for the weekend. And that's, I think, where the problem is that you've got it distorted a little bit. Nobody's blaming, but that could be, you know, part of the clue there. All right, Virgo, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend of the new year. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That is posted on Wednesdays and gives you the vibe from Wednesday to Tuesday. That's the master reading right there for the channel. So go ahead and check that out. And then you watch it with your freaking weekend, and goddamn, does it line up. Okay, so Virgo, have a great weekend. Happy New Year. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. All right, let's see who's next. And it's Taurus. Welcome, Taurus, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Happy New Year, Taurus. May it be a lovely new year for you. We have that full moon sitting on our asses this weekend, so let's go ahead and talk about where that is for you. And that's in your third house of communication. May also be traveling, so you may be doing a lot of moving around, Taurus. You may not want to, but you got to, okay? But communication is key. So make sure you do that. So for this weekend, go ahead and write out the things that you want for the year. Write them out. Write them in the present tense like you already have them. You know? Yeah. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck for you, Taurus, is showing an indecision here, a confusion. Choose wisely. Choose the best for you. Okay? That's your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Choose them. Ooh, the 4 of Wands. I like that. Ooh, wow. Those cards went flying. All right, what do we got? So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. So there we. Wow, this is great. A lot of you Tauruses may be entertaining this weekend. Maybe you're in the mood to entertain. Something you've been waiting for. This almost looks like a celebration for you to be having. But it's also nurturing your going with the flow this weekend. It's also using your wisdom. It's going for the higher stuff instead of do something different this weekend instead of sitting around. I think that's what this message is saying, because if you do, it'll be fun. I think maybe you're going to an event. It's going to be very fun. I see a lot of you celebrating, Taurus, so be aware of that, okay? Wow. Yeah, very clear message of just going with the flow. Maybe plans change a little bit. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So let's go ahead and get your oracles. Yeah, that one wanted to come out. So let's get over the time constraint here. Again, go with the flow. And the Lover's card. Yeah, this is good. So, you know, we got some festivities with our significant other. Fantastic. This could be you maybe meeting somebody through a family friend or family function or something like that. You heard it here first. Let's go ahead and get some more. Let's look at love now. I like this. Taurus, I don't know why I'm giggling like that. I guess you'll tell me why. Because it feels like that, but don't rush it. Go with the flow this weekend. There's a huge message of going with the flow. Page of Cups, yeah, offer comes in. Ooh, 6 of Pentacles, yeah, I love this. Ace of Cups, what? You take the offer, you better. We gotta ring the bell. That's some good shit right there, guys. That's some good shit. All right. Woo. Taurus, you may be opening up to a wonderful relationship that really just is what you want, you know? Damn, that's good energy. All right. And its influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Again, you may be meeting somebody Just don't let other people influence you in the wrong kind of way. There's a warning there for this weekend. Damn. Let's get what's the vibe. Ooh. Archangel Michael. And communication is important. So Archangel Michael, protection, prevention from harm, and divine intervention. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to tell you something. You guys are protected. You are safe. And that's a big thing with you guys. So be aware of that. But damn, this energy is, I don't know. Divine intervention is stepping in for you. If it's not this weekend, it's this year. I'm telling you. You may even start to see signs of it. You may be just opening yourself up to it. But Taurus, this is great. Again, you need to communicate big time, all right? Let's get a closing message and see what we got. I don't know. This looks pretty good. This is, it's pretty good. Going with the flow. Look at that. See how that happened? And it says, you are talented and fucking amazing. You goddamn right you are. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Now, that's a huge message, Taurus, because what have I been saying this whole time? Communication. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up in 2025, and you sure the fuck can't make it up in 2026. Taurus, that is your wonderful freaking weekend for the first of the year. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you want more info, check out your midweek reset tarot reading. That is available to you Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Go check out the current one, of course. It works so well with this reading, but goddamn, Taurus, this is a beautiful reading. Celebrating. Maybe even moving for some of you. Okay? Fantastic. Taurus, don't forget, I do in-person and online readings. Book yours now. I got a great astrology and tarot combo to go deep diving into the year, so book yours now, Taurus. I'm telling you, you have a great weekend. Wow, let's take you off the board and see who is next. We're going to mix them up a little bit here. And it's Pisces. All right. Pisces, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Let's get the vibe for you, Pisces. Happy New Year. That full moon is happening in your 5th house of what brings you joy, children, all of that, education. Ooh, 3 cards. That's it, huh? Did you see the way those fell out? 1, 2, 3. You got to take them like that. Holy shit. Yeah, this is incredible energy here. Wow. Queen of Swords cuts all cords from the past, speaks her truth. 6 of Pentacles, open your hand. The universe wants to fill it this year. God damn. More money coming in. And 6 of Wands, victory. Oh yeah. Beautiful energy. Love that. Look at you in them heels. I love that. Oh my God. Look at you killing it in them heels. And so for some of my, male viewers, look at you killing them in them boots, or heels, we're all inclusive here. So I love the 7s too. Daydreams and decisions coming true with 7s. You gotta claim victory and Chariot success movement. Wow. 7-7. Beautiful. Let's look at relationships. Pisces, this is just sailing along, huh? I love it. I love that for you. Let's get relationships and such. Man, these cards are just... might need a new deck for the love. Magician and the World. Ooh. Creating the world you want. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Wow. Creating the world, completing a cycle here. This is great. You could be doing some traveling too. The World and the Chariot. Yeah, could be doing some traveling too. But it's very successful. Very good. Love it. Love it. What a great way to start out the weekend, and the new year. Shit. Okay. Let's get some Heart's Hidden Secrets. They give us some good insight. It's the What's the Vibe deck that kind of makes us scratch our head, but I just can't give it up. You know what I mean? All right, let's get some messages here, Pisces, and it's withdrawn. Single, lonely, and solitary. Now, I don't know about you, but if that was me, I wouldn't be feeling lonely. You know what I mean? I would be enjoying my single status, which I do. I would be choosing to be solitary right now. You may be needing that space. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does. Boundaries. No, drawing the line and enough. Okay. So maybe you're just saying, you know what? Now I'm done. Now I'm done being withdrawn. Instead of, just sitting there on my rock, and I'm making shit happen with the heels on. Okay? And that's good stuff. All right, so let's get What's the Vibe. Let's get What's the Vibe. Let's get it, kids. What's the vibe for Pisces for this full moon? Yeah, and this full moon has, romance. It's love and life, It's love and life. Apology. Maybe you're getting an apology you need to hear. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. Well, we don't want to go there. You know what I mean? But maybe somebody crossed some boundaries with you, and you gotta check them. You can't let people step all over you with them boundaries. And I think that's what you're doing for this year, is you're putting up that I'm not going to deal with that anymore. I want reciprocating energy, and that's that. And you'll have it. There's no doubt about that. And the Magician, we can't leave that out. You're creating the reality you want in 2026. There's no doubt about it. No effing doubt. So, closing message for this freaking weekend for you is you do you. Boundaries, that kind of stuff. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Facts. Facts, Pisces. Facts. That is it. Wow. Great way to start off the first weekend of the year. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend, Pisces. I love you all. Check out the midweek reset tarot reading. That gives you the vibe from Wednesday to Tuesday. We talk about the astrology of the year with that. So join us, Pisces. What a great reading. Again, movement. Loving it. If you would like a personal reading with me in person or online, I am booking now. I got a tarot and astrology combo. Oh my God. That is like, you want to talk about 6 months into the 2026. It really gives you a good idea of what's going on. So check that out. All right. Link in the description. Pisces, I love you all. Let's take you off the board and see who's next. And it's Sagittarius. Welcome, Sagittarius, to the freaking weekend. Let's put your beautiful ass on the board. Boom. Love it. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Old ways of thinking can no longer go with you in 2026, Sagittarius. Pay attention to that, all right? Wow, that's big. Let's go ahead and get the vibe for you. What do we have for Sagittarius for this weekend? This full moon is happening in your 8th house of healing. Yeah, this is you. Okay, how do I, yeah, like that. All right, so yeah, a lot of things have shifted. A lot of things may have suddenly come up, but have faith. You really need to double down on your wisdom for this year. You know what I mean? Again, changing the way that you're thinking of things, and that takes, that's very risky for you, Sag. So be aware of that. We're understanding, but you got to have faith that the worst is over with. That's the other message for you. The worst is over with. Interesting. So pay attention to that. But this is going within this weekend. So if you have an opportunity to do that, do it. Don't get crazy if you can't make the time to do it. You will. All right, because I see you guys doing that. So let's get an oracle. And see what we have for you. So, Happy New Year, Sagittarius. Let's make it a good one. You can really thrive this year by using that inner wisdom. You don't need to learn anything new. You've got all the tools in your toolbox. Yeah, what's going on here? Darkest fears, we're releasing that. And giving and receiving. Yeah, that's great. 9s, 6s, all 6s and 9s. This is giving and receiving. Again, give to yourself, you shall receive from the outer reality of your world. Darkest fears, we're releasing them, but you have to have faith. It's a big thing about faith. Let's look at relationships. Maybe that's what's going on here. You know, maybe you feel like you're in a one-sided relationship, or you're sick of being in one-sided relationships. So let's see what's going on with love for this weekend. Our relationships. Yeah, another 9. And putting up a wall. You're resilient, but this doesn't seem like walls to me. This seems like, you know, you've got to defend yourself. We got 3 9s here, and it's very telling to what this reading is, because it's telling you don't give up, release your darkest fears, let go of your darkest fears, and things will balance out. Because there's a huge thing about balance here for you, Sag, but it's all in the way that you look at things. Very important for you to release that stuff. It's doom and gloom, and it doesn't work for you anymore, okay? But this is the big message for you here, okay? Let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets and see what else they add to this first weekend, freaking weekend of the year. First weekend of the year. Maybe we're moving into a commitment. Maybe that's what's freaking you out. Marriage, promises, fidelity. Maybe that's what's freaking you out. I don't know. Maybe the universe has a different marital status for you. Open up to it. Stranger things have happened. That's for sure. But don't be surprised. Wow. Wow. Maybe it's time to take it to a new level. So maybe this weekend you're getting some vacay time in, getting away, relaxing, and having fun. Yeah, because too much of the grind, honey. Too much of the grind. Relax this weekend. You deserve it. Okay? Commit yourself to a nice weekend. And this, I just don't like this. You got to work on that. All right. Closing message for you, Sag. That's not bad. That's a very hopeful reading, because I feel the weight on you guys, you know, and you can't walk into 2026 like this. You understand, your wisdom outshines all of this, you know, this darkest fear stuff. Don't bring it into your reality, okay? They broke your heart. Fix that. Fuck them. Absolutely. And maybe that is the new way you've got to look at things, you know, and taking a break from that. But relax and have fun, Sagittarius. That's what it's all about this weekend. So that is going to do it for your freaking weekend of the new year. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you check out your weekly tarot reading. That is posted on Wednesdays to give you the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. So I got you covered there too. So have faith this weekend. All the answers you need are inside. And this is the big one. This is what you do this weekend. Don't give up, release, and let go. Okay? That means you're almost there. 9s are saying you're almost there. You're almost there at the finish line. So heal that part of yourself that says, oh, I'll never get there, because you never will. All right, Sag, I love you all. Happy New Year. Let's do a personal reading this year. Me and you, in person or online. You can click the link in the description, and I've got a great tarot and astrology combo. Incredible insight for 2026, Sag. Let's do it, but only when you're ready. I love you. All right, Sag, we'll take you off the board. Let's see who is, I think last but not least, is Scorpio. Happy New Year, Scorpio. Let's put you on the board. Last but not least, of course. Let's get the vibe for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. All right. I have Scorpio rising, so I have a soft spot in my heart for Scorpios. So, let's get the vibe for the first weekend of the year. And it's 10 of Wands with releasing your burdens. No more bullshit. I'm out, bitch. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's good. That's freeing you up to a lot of energy. Ooh, a lot of energy for 2026. And it just like card vomited all over me. So, ow. I bet you that's how I hurt my back this week. Bending over like I'm 12 years old. Jesus Christ. All right. Ow, that hurt. Let's see. Focus. All right. Oh, I didn't even see the Death and Rebirth card there. Interesting. I was wondering how I was going to put this together. Now I know. Wow. Okay. Wow. Opportunities here. Yeah. All right. Wow. Scorpio, let's go. New beginning. Again, you close the door with the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and here it is. Now you're a rebirth. The star is you need some healing. Feet on the ground approach opens you up to a possibility this weekend with a group of people. Maybe even this is spending time with the people that you love. I really feel that energy. And I think that you're really moving into a state of appreciation and I don't know, it just looks like a level up. It feels like a level up. I keep feeling level up, especially when it comes to your relationships. If you're single, you're stepping out of that mode and putting yourself in a position to open up to a relationship. I say do it. Okay? Wow. But this could be you looking at things through a new set of eyes and opening up to different relationships with other people. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just, it's a good thing. That's what I feel. It's a good thing. That's it? All right. All they want you to do is focus on joy and stability. That's why you only got one oracle this time. But that's okay. We don't want to overcomplicate it. Joy and stability is all you need to focus on, and you achieve it here. I mean, it's quick. So that's great. Tell the universe what you want. Now let's look at relationships, because that Lovers card got me like, what? What? And I really like the Four of Wands that's celebrating, that's, you know, like maybe entertaining at home. Maybe you're having a party. Again, it's, oh yeah, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is people involved. So open yourself up to the opportunity here. Yeah, communicate big time. Messages coming in. Damn, Scorpio, this is great. Threes, I like that. That's growth and stability. I'm telling you, single Scorpios could be meeting somebody at like a get together or something of that nature. Let's see what else we have for this weekend. Interesting energy, you know. This is happening in your 9th house of travel also. So again, you could be making some travel commitments, and then there's commitment. My God. Marriage, promises, and fidelity. So maybe a lot of you Scorpios planning to get married, renewing your vows, something like that. That's good energy. Again, business partnerships too. It could also be that energy opening up to this new year. This is very positive energy though. Every relationship seems to be more stable and more pleasant to be around. I think you kept a lot of shit people around you, you know what I mean? And tension, stressed out, migraines and worry. Yeah, release that. And make a commitment to yourself that you cannot put yourself in that position any longer. Yeah. Don't let people stress you out. Because the wrong people will stress you out. The right people won't. You know, they'll understand that. They know boundaries. They respect you, you know? All right. So, closing message with the Rebel deck is very straightforward. Get over yourself and pull your shit together. It's the truth. Help people, give back, do good shit for humanity instead of just mean mug everybody, you know? You know, I have Scorpio rising, so I always get, you know, like my daughter would be like, Daddy, and she'll, because I'm usually looking at somebody like, you know what I mean? Let go of that mean mug. You can't do that. Scorpios are very intense when we're just thinking of what we're going to have for lunch. You know what I mean? So, oh, Scorpio, it's always a pleasure. It really is. But really, get over yourself. Okay? Again, give back, working with people, commitments, that kind of thing, instead of letting it stress you out. This year can't be a repeat of last year, so don't allow it to be. All right? So that's fantastic, Scorpio. And that is going to be doing it for your freaking weekend tarot. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That is posted on Wednesdays at 10 to give you the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. But look at that. Again, focus on relationships this weekend and this year. Seems to be a theme. All right? Scorpio, I'm going to take you off the board. And everybody, Happy New Year. Enjoy this first weekend of the new year. Let's not race to our goals yet. Let's release some of our old shit from 2025. So by the time we reach the spring equinox, because we'll all be here together at that time, you're not even going to recognize the person you are. Give yourself 3 months instead of one fucking day that you got to get rid of all your shit. Give yourself some time and grace to heal properly so you can open up to these beautiful things that are coming to you this year. So everybody, that's going to do it for the freaking weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Again, you know all the things. I don't need to do it all again. I'll just hit them one by one. There you go. How about that one? How about this one? Oh, no, that one's got to disappear before that one happens again. Okay, there we go. All right, don't forget to go live, all of that. Let's do the weekly again. Let's go ahead and guess what? I also do readings. Really, book your reading, okay? Everybody, we got a lot of things coming up for 2026. Join the Vibe Tribe because that's where it's going to be at soon. So start now. All right, everybody, Happy New Year. I love you all. Enjoy your week, and I will see you Wednesday.